All right, good morning everyone. We're going to work on creating our manufacturing process here. This will be a quick 5-minute video on how to start our laser cut. So I'm going to go to back to design. I'll show you this here. So this here is my plywood or my acrylic, and where I'm going to lay my pieces flat for laser cutting. To do this here, I'm going to delete what I have. So I'm going to delete my body. Then what I'm going to do here, I have my top component activated. I'm going to go down and activate my plywood component. And then I want to create a sketch. I'm going to create a sketch of my top layer. I'm going to zoom way out and move over with my mouse wheel. Then I'm going to grab a rectangle and I'm going to create a rectangle. This here is going to be 10 inches and by 10 inches. It can be, and just needs to be bigger than what you're going to be cutting. Okay, this is just a piece that we're going to be cutting on. Click enter, and then E for extrude. And I'm going to extrude this by 0.125 or 1/8 of an inch, and then I click OK. Then back up top here, I'm going to go home, get an orthographic view of that, and I can see here a three-dimensional view of everything. Now I'm going to go to modify. I'm going to go to arrange, and I want to click on the objects, this object and this object. And then I'm going to click on envelopes, and it's going to move it right here. This will lay my pieces flat for cutting purposes. And then I click OK. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to manufacture. So design, you can see you have a drop-down menu. I'm going to manufacture. I'm going to go to fabrication if I'm not there already. I'm going to go to cutting, 2D profile, and then I'm going to select a tool. The tool I need to select here, I've already created. I don't believe this will pop up in your system here, but I'm going to delete this tool and we're going to recreate it. Epilogue. I need a nozzle diameter of 4 and a kerf width of 0.127. Okay, these are the two numbers I want to pay attention to, 4 and 0.127. So nozzle of 4. So I'm going to click on the library again, plus symbol, laser cutter, and then I want a description here. This is going to be Epilogue laser, and this is our PCHS laser. Epilogue laser, cutter, nozzle I believe was 4 and then 0.127. We'll check this in a second. General Epilogue laser, I'm going to put PCHS here so I know where it's at. Cutter, 4 millimeters, 0.127. Click accept, and did I do that correctly? Yes, that's correct. Okay, so I have Epilogue laser PCHS. I'm going to delete this one so I only have one tool on there. This here is going to be for laser cutting. Then I click on select. Now I want to select what I want to cut here, my geometry. Okay, geometry right here. I'm going to select this here and this here. And then I click OK. And then this will stretch it out. That's okay. Imagine this being a giant piece of plywood here, and this is just how we're going to have to work with Fusion 360 for this project. But it's going to cut this blue line out. We're not going to worry about anything else on here. Then I'm going to do what's called post-process, the G1, G2. I want to post-process this here. I'm going to look for a post. This may pop up on your computer. If not, we're going to have to add it. Now, I can edit the post configuration here. And this says download Visual Studio Code. I'm not going to worry about that. Sorry, we don't want to edit that file. I want to access the files. You can search for it, but we're looking for AutoCAD DXF.CPS. If I go to Fusion 360 library, this usually pops up down here. If this does not pop up, you can see Autodesk AutoCAD DXF right here. If it does not pop up, you're going to have to download it off of my link on Canvas. And then I click select here, and yep, copy to my post there. Okay, on here, I would name this here. I'm going to name this phone stand. And I'm going to put my name on it too. Just because when I download these here, it's going to make it way easier. So I'm going to put first name, last name on there. Output folder, I'm going to my desktop. Choose where you want to go to. And I only want to include the drill. You may have some other things selected on there, or actually I don't want to include the drill. I only want to include only cutting. So don't include the drill, only cutting, and click post. Okay, once you click post, it should successfully post if you've done it correctly. And if I check it out on my desktop here, phone stand, if you are on a PC, you can open it directly in AutoCAD, and you should see just some red lines of what is actually going to be cut. So if I zoom out here, if you've used AutoCAD before, this is actually what is going to be cut. You're going to submit this DXF file that you created to Canvas. If you don't have AutoCAD on your Mac, you can download it, but it will take some time. And that's how we're going to create our file for laser cutting.